Top 7 Best Motherboard for Video Editing in 2022. Through extensive research and testing, I have put together the list of options that will meet the need of different types of buyers. So whether it's price, performance, or particular use, we have got you covered. For more information, I have put links of products in the description. Make sure to check it out. Like the video, comment, don't forget to subscribe, and let's get started. Number 7. MSI MPG X570 Gaming Plus Motherboard. We have another mid-range motherboard option from MSI available in the market, which has been in the highlights for quite a while these days because of its high performance and unique design. This MSI MPG Gaming Plus motherboard is quite attractive and features a patented Frozr heatsink design that comes with a dedicated fan to keep this high-performance motherboard cool at all times. It is based on AMD X570 motherboard chipset and features an AMD M4 socket that works well with all the latest 3rd Gen Ryzen CPU and also supports all the previous generation models as well. Fortunately, you can use this motherboard for building a high-performance PC since it comes with 4 DIMM slots supporting up to 128 GB RAM with clock speeds up to 4,400 MHz after overclocking. Coming down to the expansion slots, it boasts a total of 5 PCIe slots, out of which the X16 slot is protected with shielding that provides additional support to the attached video cards. If you are concerned about the storage connectors, this motherboard has a total of 2 M.2 slots and up to 6 SATA ports available for that purpose. Number 6. ASUS TUF Z390 Plus Gaming Wi-Fi LG A1151. If you have quite a decent budget for the motherboard, there's no better and more premium brand than ASUS. And in our opinion, this ASUS TUF Z390 Plus Gaming will be a great option to choose. This is a highly premium motherboard, and like its name, it is quite tough as well. Since it is based on an Intel Z390 chipset, it features an LGA 1151 socket, which is a perfect CPU socket if you are planning to install any of the 9th and 8th generations Intel Core processors. Fortunately, there are dual M.2 slots on this motherboard available that can be used to install some high-performance SSD options. Moreover, you can add more storage using the 6 SATA ports available on this motherboard. To maintain the temperatures, the VRM section has its own heatsink, while both the M.2 slots also have one of their own. If we talk about the DIMM slots, there are a total of 4 memory slots that support up to 64 GB RAM. Number 5. Gigabyte B450 Aorus Pro Wi-Fi. Coming up next, we have another budget-friendly offering from Gigabyte, which you can consider if you are low on budget, but want to make a powerful AMD-based build. Thanks to the B450 build and AMD M4 socket, you can use almost any of the latest 3rd generation AMD CPU with this motherboard, and even the AMD 1st and 2nd generation Ryzen with Radeon Vega graphics processors will work just fine with it. Coming over to the RAM section, this motherboard features 4 DIMM slots that support dual-channel non-Xeon buffered DDR4 memory. In fact, you will also be getting up to dual PCIe Gen 3 M.2 NVMe with dual thermal guards and 4 SATA ports for storage connectivity. On the other hand, if we take a look at the expansion slots, there are 1 PCIe 3.0 X16, 1 PCIe 2.0 X4, and 2 PCIe 2.0 zone slots available on this board. One of the best features of this motherboard is that it features Intel Dual Band 802.11ac Wi-Fi despite having a very affordable price tag. It also has support for RGB fusion with digital LED and Smart Fan 5 with fan stop function. Number 4. MSI Z390 a PRO Gaming Motherboard. As we mentioned before, MSI is quite a versatile brand when it comes to making motherboards, and all of its offerings provide great value for the money you spend. If we talk about this particular model, the MSI Z390, the PRO is one of the most affordable and best value options for Intel-based PC build. It comes with a superior Z390 chipset and has an ATX form factor. The CPU socket used on this is the LGA 1151, which is quite brilliant and supports all the processors from Intel, including the Intel Celeron, 9th generation Intel Core, 8th generation Intel Core, Intel Pentium Gold. Besides the CPU socket, you will find 4 memory slots that you can use to install up to 64 GB RAM on this motherboard, which is pretty decent. Speaking of the other connections, there are dual M.2 slots present for your fast speed SSDs. and also have 6 additional SATA ports that will be helpful to you for connecting other storage options such as hard drives. If you are concerned about the expansion slots, this motherboard features a total of 6 PCIe slots of variable configurations, so you get a lot of different options to expand. Number 3. Gigabyte Z390 ASUS PRO Wi-Fi. If you are essentially looking for a premium motherboard option, don't forget to check out the wide range of options offered by Gigabyte, which is quite a highly popular brand in this industry. Unlike other motherboard options, this ATX motherboard stands out as it comes with RGB lighting, which is one major aspect of any premium build. As for the performance, it comes with one of the best Z390 chipset and an LGA 1151 chipset, which supports all Intel 8th and 9th Gen Core in an E/ISPN/IF/IF3, Celeron, and Pentium processors. The 4 memory lanes of this motherboard can handle RAM up to 128 GB with high clock speeds up to 4,400 MHz, which is pretty amazing. On the other hand, you get 2 slots on this motherboard, both of which feature thermal guards. In fact, there are 6 SATA connectors also available on these high-end motherboards, so storage isn't going to be an issue for you. If we talk about the PCIe slots, it has one PCIe X16 and one PCIe X16 slot that comes with shielding, so if you are thinking of building a dual GPU setup, this is the right motherboard for you. Apart from that, there are 4 additional PCIe slots as well, which you can use for adding other expansion cards. But you might not need to use them as it already comes with an onboard Intel Cien Roman 6 Tuxtro 802.11ac wireless card and LC1220VB audio codec as well. Number 2. ASUS ROG Strix B450 Gaming. As you might already know, ASUS is one of the most popular brands in the industry, mostly because of its reliable and feature-rich high-end products. From such a reputed brand, we have picked up this newly launched ASUS ROG Strix B450 Gaming motherboard that comes in the ATX form factor and features an AMD M4 socket. That said, it's compatible with most of the latest AMD chipsets, including the 3rd generation Ryzen CPU. It's a great choice for high-end PC as it features a total of 4 memory lanes that accept up to 128 GB memory with clock speeds as high as 4,400 MHz, which is simply better than most other options on this list. If you look at the design, the PCIe slots are well shielded. Every module features its own heatsink, including the 2 slots as well. With the latest PCIe 4.0 technology, it ensures you get the best and fastest experience possible and get fast data transfer speeds from all your storage drives. For further storage expansion, you also get 6 SATA ports on this motherboard as well. Talking about other slots, there's one PCIe X16 4.0 port for your primary video card and 4 additional PCIe slots for expansion cards. Number 1. MSI Arsenal Gaming AMD Ryzen. MSI is one of the best brand choices that you can make for your next PC build, as it's known to offer a wide range of motherboard options, and some of its budget offerings are truly great value for money. The B450 Tomahawk Max Roman II is one of the best options for you if you are going to build a budget-friendly AMD-based build. Since this motherboard comes with an AMD M4 CPU socket, you can use almost any of the AMD 3rd generation Ryzen, AMD 2nd generation Ryzen, and the AMD Athlon chipsets with this motherboard. Looking at the memory lanes, it's quite impressive that there are 4 memory lanes available on this motherboard, and it has a max memory capacity of up to 64 GB with clock speeds up to 2,133 MHz, which is quite decent. So guys, that's all for the top 7 best motherboard for video editing in 2022. The links of all products are given in the description, which are updated for the best prices. Subscribe our channel for more videos. We will meet in next video. Till then, take care. Bye.